I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is another paid request, one of two for Jimmy, who wanted my thoughts on the 2009 film Fast and Furious. Now, even though I hate this film, the reason I have this DVD was because back in the day I picked it for like $3 because Paul Walker passed away, and I'm like, oh, I want to collect all of Paul Walker's films and watch them all. Anyway, for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. I will try to get to it as soon as I can. This film sucks assholes. And you know what? That could be fun if it's a pretty lady who's 18 to 90, clean, and has no fucking boyfriend, who's going to go on a roid rage and do a Lorena Bobbitt on your ass. But this is not. This is more like if someone tried to eat your ass, but then their tongue is made of fucking razor blades. Sounds like a horror movie. Someone with a ton full of razor blades. See, I'm talking about stupid, dumb fucking bullshit while I'm talking about this. I keep showing this because I look at this title. Fast and Furious. The Fast and the Furious. Fast and Furious. How the fuck would you know this is a part 4? At least Fast 5 has 5 in the title. F9 sounds like a fucking tornado. Is still a 9 in it. This Fast and Furious, you would not know if someone who is new to the franchise, who maybe they were, I don't know, 8 years old and they're growing up and like, okay, what's part 4? Okay, this is the first one. No, it's not the first one. It's not the first one, it's Fast and Furious. No, but it's not the. There's no the. It's Fast and Furious. There's no the Fast and Furious. It's the dumbest shit ever. I don't know why. Why the fuck was it called this? I have no idea. I know there's a lot more problems than the title, but that's just the thing that pops up the most. Fast and Furious. So fucking lazy that even the title is lazy. And this goes with the movie. I don't agree with who the hell Maria WSFL TV Miami. Never, what the best of the franchise. No, to me this is the worst of the franchise. Again, I only got this because it was like $3 and Paul Walker passed away. I wanted to collect, because Paul Walker was an actor that I think got better as he went along. I think he got better throughout the years. I got more interest in, I thought he was doing more interesting or fun movies, because he would go on to do Running Scared and Hours and Brick Mansions, all films I enjoyed. I'm like, okay, cool, these are neat projects. What's he going to do next? And sadly, that never came to be, which is tragic. And you've heard all stories that he was a nice guy, he was a decent guy. not an asshole, not a diva. So of course he's the guy. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess this will tell you that it's a 4. I just noticed this now. IV, yeah, intravenous. It fits right with this. Although ironically enough, the next one, Fast 5, is, I would say, the best one. This movie is so forgettable in my opinion. It's boring, it feels long, and this is when it's going even more over the top, ridiculous, and stupid. A lot of bad CGI. And I remember when I first saw this, I went, what the fuck? Come on. Yes, I know the other films are not realistic. You know, escapism fun. But I'm like, come on, don't treat me like an asshole. The beginning is Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, and others trying to hijack this truck. The guy who's got like a pet fucking iguana or whatever says, no, not gonna happen. And okay, maybe just some decent practical stunt work, but then it ends with Michelle Rodriguez jumps on Vin Diesel's vehicle, they're driving the car, the tanker is exploding, CGI explosion flipping, CGI flipping exploding, Vin Diesel waits, and he drives, and at the right moment, the CGI engulfed tanker flies right over them. And that's the way the movie begins. I went, I'm checked out. I'm already checked the fuck out. Not just because of the cartoony special effects, but like, I know it's stupid to complain about ridiculousness in a Fast and Furious film, but this is where I'm like, come on, man. At least sometimes when it's done practically, even though it's bullshit, at least I could, okay, I'm having fun, I'm admiring the technicality of it. But I'm like, come on, man. And then the movie just, it's like the movie has to spend so much time reintroducing the original cast because, you know, 2, it was just Paul Walker, 3, it was just Vin Diesel cameo at the end. As it says here, new model original parts. So it's like, okay, we need to introduce everybody. So we need to introduce Vin Diesel. We need to introduce Paul Walker, who's been reinstated, and he's chasing a bad guy for information. We introduce Michelle Rodriguez, but then she dies. But no, later on she'd not die, because I'll be fucking retcon later. That whole story was fucking pointless. Again, when you're watching this, you're like, okay, the whole point is for Vin Diesel to get revenge for Michelle Rodriguez, but it's pointless because Michelle Rodriguez isn't dead. By the time you get to, what, 6? Yeah, because 5 at the end, Letty's alive, then 6, she is alive. It just becomes fucking pointless, the whole storyline. Just like 7. What's the point of the storyline of 7 when by part 8, Jason Statham's a good guy again? It's just like the storyline becomes fucking pointless, in a way. So yeah, I'm going to get revenge for this murder, but she's not dead. And this is really showing the age of the street racing motif. I can easily see why by part 5 they're like, we gotta do something different, man. We gotta do something to shake this up. We gotta do something to be a bit more unique within the franchise. And that's when they pretty much become Mission Impossible mixed in with Triple X. You know, the MI team of road racers. Because the street racing thing, it was tired already. I saw it done fine in the first one. I like Too Fast, Too Furious. I think the second film is the most underrated. It's one of my favorite entries. I love Too Fast, Too Furious because I love Paul Walker, Tyrese's bond with each other. I actually like Cole Hauser as the villain. This, though, there's these bad guys, Paul Walker's undercover, Vin Diesel wants revenge, they get into this race, the racing, I don't know, it it didn't do much for me, because it's like I just saw this in the first Fast and Furious. I'd rather go watch that, because that had a little bit more Vin Diesel being a bit more emotional, a bit more variant in his performance. That's the thing. If you watch the first Fast and Furious film, it's like, wow, Vin Diesel is showing quite a bit of different emotions. Here, for the most part, it's the story. Wish he could do that well too, but I do think his best performance in this franchise is in the first movie. And I like Vin Diesel. It's just he picks a lot of bad roles. Bloodshot, Babylon AD, The Last Witch Hunter, or he franchised he fucked up. Riddick, which was a boring retread of the first movie. Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage, which was a wannabe Fast and Furious. It was more of a wannabe Fast and Furious film than a Triple X film. That's one of my big issues with Triple X 3, The Return of Xander Cage. It's like, we gotta do a team. It's like, no, the point of Triple X is like by himself, like James Bond. That's why you don't want to see James Bond with a fucking team. Because you've seen it for James Bond to do it himself. Unless he wants to get a gadget, or he's got to talk to his boss, or there's a sexy lady. But that was the whole point of Triple X, to be a different version of James Bond. But no, it's like, it wants to be fucking Fast and Furious Part 10. So the racing, Paul Walker loses, Vin Diesel wins, but then Paul Walker gets with his cops to arrest this other racer so he can go into his place. Gal Gadot, I forgot this is where Gal Gadot, Gal, get the fuck out of my face. Miss Wonder Woman herself comes in as Giselle, who's a liaison with the bad guy, who has the hots for Vin Diesel, but Vin Diesel's like, no, my name is Mr. Clean, and I do not want the poontang. If you're not Rodriguez, I don't want your shit, I don't want your poon, get out of my face. Or, get out of my face. I don't know how to do Vin Diesel's voice, but you need to get out of my face. There's family and family and family. Family, family, family. And this has the worst action sequence in the entire franchise. And they do it twice. When they're racing through the fucking mountain, because there's these tunnels in the mountain, and it's all CGI, it's all green screen, and it all looks so fake and phony and fraudulent. It looks faker than fuck. I have seen cartoons that look more realistic than this scene. They do it once at night, and then that's the finale. They thought this was so cool to go into these tunnels, and the idea could be cool, but it's shot all green screen and fake, and it looks like a fucking video game. I know that's an easy knock that you could give to a lot of movies, but no, this literally does look like a cutscene from a video game. I'm not gonna say PS1, no, but just, it looks awful. Going through CGI land. And then the story really isn't much. They go through it once, Vin Diesel hits someone, him and Paul Walker steal a Humvee with the drugs, they hide the drugs, then they grab the bad guy, go take him across the border, you have another chase through the mountain, Vin Diesel kills the guy who killed Michelle Rodriguez. Pussy. That's like the one moment I liked. Is like he gets his car up, hits the guy, and then the way Vin Diesel goes, pussy. I liked that. I did. Okay, one moment, wow, that I liked. Vin Diesel's found guilty. Paul Walker says, fuck it, I quit. Paul Walker and, what was her name? Jordana Brewster? Yeah, Jordana Brewster and the others, they're going to go get Vin Diesel out of the bus. And then you get the Fast Five. John Ortiz is the villain I didn't give a shit about. Although, to be honest, most of the villains I don't give a shit about in this franchise. Jason Statham, if they made him an actual fucking villain, but no, we can't. I bet, I would not be surprised if in F9, John Cena, he's the villain, but he's not really the villain, because family. Would not be fucking surprised. He's the bad guy, but not really, and then, because they always do that. I mean, Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Michelle Rodriguez is barely in it. They're fine in their roles. I mean, they've done this before. And this made a huge amount of money when it came out. A huge amount of money. I guess people they really missed the original crew of Fast and Furious. Oh wow, Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, okay, we're not gonna see it. Like Fast 5 I can understand. Fast 6 I can understand. But this one? Again, to me it's the worst because it's the most forgettable, the most boring, the most trite, the most the worst action sequences. The beginning is hampered by the way it ends, which is lame and looks awful. Like I said, again, just not a fan of this film at all. Not a fan. If you love the film, that's cool. Yeah, I don't care for the soundtrack. I don't really know much to say because it feels like not much happens in the movie. Opening scene, reintroduce the characters. Letty's dead, although later on, not really. Race that Vin wins. Race through the tunnels. Race at the end through the tunnels again. I didn't really miss anything. So, yeah, to me, and the fact that Too Fast, Too Furious gets a lower rating than this, I feel is bullshit. In my opinion. Too Fast, Too Furious has a better rapport between Paul Walker and Tyrese. I think the actor who plays the villain, Cole Hauser, is a better actor. I think it has better action scenes with a bit more practicality than this. They even do like a Dukes of Hazzard thing. This, I'm just repeating myself. I say if you like this film, that's cool, but to me, this is a barrel of dog shit rolling down the hill on fire. You get the fuck out of the way before it explodes on your face, and you have feces for a month on your yard. And then your fucking landowner, your boss, your tenant, your everyone, your cop, your dog, your fish, comes out and makes fun of you, and then gives you the middle finger. You ever seen a mish called a fish, and a fish called a mish give you a middle finger? It's pretty weird and it ain't funny. Okay? Because he gets pissed and spits bubbles at you, and he tries to do a fin as a middle finger, and he gets upset, and then he gets pissed some more, and then he wants to bite your cat and eat your dog. Okay? It ain't a fucking happy sight. And then you gotta get a machine gun and shoot everybody. To all the motherfuckers. Why? Because you sat down and watched Fast and Furious. Yeah, you might as well take a furious shit. Because that'd be more faster and more fun than watching this film. There you go, Fast and Furious, the shit edition. Or I might as well shit in the case. I might as well just take the case, and take this case, and take these, and just go, and then just take this and shit in it. Wipe your ass with it. Later.